And if you can't tell by now, there are a variety of costumes to choose from, whether you want to sail the 7 seas with your crew, or if you want to explore somewhere no one's ever been before. The possibilities are endless. Experts say the key to making sure you get the perfect shot of this once-in-a-lifetime event is practice. How does this ice stay cold? Well, I have your answer. If you look over here, you see these big containers and these coolers that will keep the ice cool. And volunteers here at the Sally Fire Department say once you go on your first call, you'll be hooked for life. Hanging out by this cauldron, trying to stay a little warm. It's a little chilly out here. They've raised over $4,040. There's still time left for people to donate, so they're getting really close.
That looks ridiculous, but anything for a good cause. Kevin?
Anything. You don't normally see things like this out on the interstate. And like I said, it just puts a smile on your face whether you're going to work or just having a tough day.
Just feel the Latin vibe.
You just gotta feel it, you know. You just a little bit of that, a little bit of that.
You just gotta feel it,
Chair dancing. We're doing some chair dancing.
Coming up at 6, we know holiday shopping can be a little stressful. Relax. We're on your side with when and where you can find the great deal in the St. Nick of time.
Jason, the dude behind you.
He's creeping us out.
The dude behind you is,
Yeah, I didn't notice that. That is a little, looking at it, it's a little creepy.
Door is a miniature door, Jason, but then you looked as tall as the door. How'd you do that?
Some TV magic. I'm not really 3 inches tall. When the phone rings at Johnson Motor Company in Graniteville, Sherry Waters picks up.
Johnson Motor Company, how may I direct your call?
But the most important call that she's answered didn't come from a phone. It came from this flag.
I had a mission. For some reason, I just decided I wanted to find the family.
All she had to work with was a label on the case with a name and a city.
I just went from one person to the next person. I called funeral homes, newspapers, sister-in-law of somebody else I called, and this person said, call this person.
As you can tell by this winding trail of sticky notes, Sherry called everyone. 2 weeks of calls, she got in contact with a family member in Kentucky, and she was ready to send it there.
I just thought, well, the flag got here somehow. Maybe I can try one more thing.
So she made a few calls and found Paula Butler in Aiken County.
It just touches your heart. It's kind of a feeling you can't really describe.
14 years ago, someone stole her father's burial flag from her son's home.
Well, it meant a great deal. You know, it was a flag that was draped over my grandfather's coffin. His service in the military in World War II he was probably more proud of that than anything else in his life.
And the family thought they would never see the flag again. Now Paul G. Campbell's flag is right where it belongs.
Words can't describe the feeling. You even find yourself going in and looking at it 2 or 3 times a day.
So, why would she go through all this trouble for a complete stranger?
Her father fought for the country just like my father did, so they're not complete strangers.
Jim Steed wants you to get lost at his family farm's corn maze.
You want to get the picture and you want to see, okay, did I do everything right? Did I make the right turns? Did I make the curves that I need to make?
This is Jim's 7th year of growing and making this maze. It's a process. Work starts early back in the summer. Designing, surveying, and some farming.
Hey, my son comes out here and helps me, and he's a stickler on precision. I get kind of tired cutting it, and so I get happy, and sometimes I'll see a flag and I'll start going to it, and he freaks out because that's not the flag I'm supposed to be going to.
And you can't blame him. There's a lot of flags.
That's 191 of 1,000.
Jim says more family-owned farms are doing more and more agro-tourism like they are.
But it's just a way for them to supplement the income for farmers because small farmers don't have the volume to make enough money to survive.
And they're using this as a way to inspire the next generation of farmers.
We want to show everybody, okay, this is where your food comes from. It doesn't come from Kroger or any of the other stores. It comes from, the farm. And there's farmers that grow this stuff.
Jim says being able to grow food and people is not the only amazing thing about what he does.
I like it because you're creating something on like a canvas. And so it's pretty neat to see the final product once you do it.
There is a little bit of Georgia in North Augusta, South Carolina.
And I'm sitting in this chair with my life behind me. My name is Georgia Collier Scott. I was born 11/10/68. 16.
Miss Georgia just turned 101, born and raised on a farm in Clarks Hill.
That's my mother milking cow.
She would walk 1.25 miles to and from her one-room schoolhouse every day.
I made it. Anyone right? I don't care how hard it was. I don't give up.
As you can tell by this list of life accomplishments, she's done a lot. Valedictorian, master's degree, Girl Scout leader.
If you give to the world the best that you have, the best will come back to you.
She's given her best to hundreds of kids, not from birth, but that doesn't matter. Miss Georgia was a longtime teacher in McCormick and Edgefield counties.
Young man I sent to college. So I called him my boy. Don't just live for yourself. Live for others.
That was what she's done her whole life. Now widowed, she spends her time living in a house by the side of the road.
101. But I'm coming. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Not everyone gets to live a life like Miss Georgia's. Her secret to success?
Tell the truth. Be honest. Be fair. Eat properly. Take your proper rest. And you can get to be 101.
Will be $2.
Holly Gartman grew up walking past this stand at the Aiken County Farmers Market.
Walked right past here, didn't know I was going to marry a farmer.
Now she and her husband sell their squash at table 21 and 22.
Married a farmer, and here I am.
She married her husband Robert, the farmer, 45 years ago, and they've been two peas in a pod ever since.
I knew after our first date that this was the woman for me, and it was no doubt, and there's been no doubt since.
The two have cultivated their love the same way they do their produce, with care.
We both love it, and if you find something you love, it's not work. It's just something you look forward to getting up in every morning and doing.
The couple raised 3 kids, worked other jobs, but never stopped farming, all the while becoming the cream of the crop at the farmers market.
I've watched kids grow up, now they're customers, their parents, some passed away, some still coming and whatever, so 30 years being right here on these 2 tables.
Last year, everything was in jeopardy. Doctors found Robert had multiple blood clots. 5 heart doctors said he should have died.
It's not left up to them.
Now there's no stopping the love between these two or their fruits and veggies from hitting your table.
Well, I've told a few customers we'll probably be up here in wheelchairs.
They'll be at tables 21 and 22 together for a very long time.